is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea. Dear listeners, now we start English language service of Voice of Korea from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Now we present the immortal revolutionary paean, Song of General Kim Il-sung. We now bring you the immortal revolutionary paean, Song of General Kim Jong-il.
This is VRK, the voice of Korea, News Now.
The respected Comrade Kim Jong-un visited monuments to pay tribute to the anti-Japanese revolutionary martyrs on the National Liberation Day. Comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea and President of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, visited the Revolutionary Martyrs Cemetery on Mount Daesung on August 14th on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of national liberation. Present on the occasion were senior party, government, and constituent officials, members of the Presidium of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, and leading officials of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, the Standing Committee of the Supreme People's Assembly, the Cabinet, commissions, ministries, and national agencies, and commanding officers of the Korean People's Army. A guard of honor of the Korean People's Army lined up there. The national anthem of the DPRK was played. A wreath in the name of Comrade Kim Jong-un was placed at the wrestling stand of the cemetery amid the playing of wrestling music. Wreaths were also laid in the names of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, the State Affairs Commission of the DPRK, the Standing Committee of the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK, and the Cabinet of the DPRK. Comrade Kim Jong-un, together with all the participants, paid a silent tribute to the memory of the revolutionary martyrs who devoted their precious lives to the sacred struggle for the independence and sovereignty of the country and its prosperity. There took place a march past of the Guard of Honor of the Korean People's Army. Comrade Kim Jong-un said, the anti-Japanese revolutionary fighters' beautiful ideal of communism, transparent revolutionary faith, and indomitable fighting spirit are injecting eternal viability into our people in their struggle to reach a prosperous, powerful country the martyrs desired, and stated that the cause of the great Korean people will be ever victorious as they are carrying forward the high revolutionary spirit and noble view of life generation after generation. Then he visited the monument to fallen anti-Japanese revolutionary fighters. With reverence for the well-known and unsung anti-Japanese revolutionary martyrs who made a contribution to accomplishing the historic cause of national liberation, remaining faithful to the ideology and leadership of President Kim Il-sung, he placed a flower at the monument and observed a moment's silence in memory of him. Of three members of the Korean People's Revolutionary Army fighting a heroic battle in a stone monument bearing many martyrs' names, he said that although the bodies of the martyrs who dedicated their precious years to the revolution to retake the dignity and freedom of the country and the people were buried in unknown mountains and fields, their proud images and feats are clearly recorded in the history of the country. He hoped that the pioneering generation of the traditions of the Baekdu and handed them down to the new generations will be always remembered at the peak of the highest honor and dignity, along with the advance and development of the ever-victorious socialism of our own style. The respected Comrade Kim Jong-un visited the Liberation Tower on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of national liberation. Comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea and President of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, visited the Liberation Tower on August 14th on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of national liberation. Accompanying him were senior officials of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea and leading officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of National Defense of the DPRK. A guard of honor of the Korean People's Army lined up before the Liberation Tower. The national anthems of the Russian Federation and the Democratic People's Republic of Korea were played. A wreath in the name of Comrade Kim amid the playing of whistling music. Written on the ribbon of the wreath were the letters reading, "We will not forget the feats of the martyrs of the Soviet Army." Comrade Kim Jong-un paid high tribute to the martyrs of the Soviet Army who bravely fought for the liberation war of our people for freedom and independence of the country. He looked around the Liberation Tower with those officials. looking back with deep emotion on the militant feats of the officers and men of the Red Army who dedicated their hot blood to the sacred cause of Korea's liberation. He said that even after the lapse of time, and even though one generation may be replaced by another, the DPRK people will always remember the noble souls the martyrs put into this land and the heroic, self-sacrificing spirit displayed by them. The excellent history, traditions, and ties of blood between the DPRK and Russia now serve as a fundamental cornerstone and inexhaustible driving force for the bilateral relations of friendship and cooperation, he said, stating that the great friendship and unity between the two peoples forged with the noble ideal and genuine militant friendship would be along with the new era of comprehensive efflorescence.
The respected comrade Kim Jong-un sent a reply message to the President of the Russian Federation. The message reads, Moscow, Comrade Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, President of the Russian Federation. Dear friend Comrade Vladimir Putin, I express deep thanks to you for sending a message of warm greeting on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of Korea's liberation. Korea's liberation on August 15th was an auspicious event of our people that put an end to the Japanese imperialist colonial rule spanning decades and won national independence and sovereignty, and a great political event that opened up a broad road for building an independent, powerful country. The sacred history of national liberation of our people who in this Korean nation and retook the independent dignity is associated with the feats of the officers and men of the Red Army who fought bravely in the sacred war for annihilating the common enemy. I am always proud to be able to expect more excellent future of the bilateral relations by leading together with you the DPRK-Russia ties that has carried forward the history of common struggle for justice and precious traditions of friendship. I take this opportunity to express again the firm belief that the fraternal army and people of Russia would certainly accomplish the sacred cause of defending the sovereignty, security interests, and territorial integrity of the country and building powerful Russia under your wise leadership, and heartily wish you good health and greater success in your responsible work. Kim Jong-un, President of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Pyongyang, August 15, 2026. The respected comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and Supreme Commander of the Army, received the message of greetings from Mahmoud Abbas, President of the State of Palestine and Chairman of the Executive Committee of the Palestine Liberation Organization on the 15th. The message extended the heartfelt and warmest congratulations to Comrade Kim Jong-un and the friendly people of the DPRK on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of Korea's liberation. It wished the Comrade Kim Jong-un good health and happiness, and the Korean people greater progress and prosperity. The respected Comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, President of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of the DPRK, received the message of greetings from Daniel Ortega Saavedra and Rosario Murillo, co-presidents of the Republic of Nicaragua on the 12th, on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of Korea's liberation. The message sent the warmest congratulations on behalf of the Nicaraguan government for national reconciliation and unity, people and Sandinist National Liberation Front, and in the name of the co-presidents, on the occasion of the important day of commemorating the heroic victory won by the Korean people in the fight against colonial occupation with a historic will for sovereignty and in the indomitable spirit for freedom. He said that they remember the eternal legacy of President Kim Il-sung, father of the DPRK, and the tenacity and wisdom of Comrade Kim Jong-il on the occasion of the significant day. and admired the toughness and correct leadership of Comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea and head of state. It expressed the conviction that we continue to struggle together for the well-being, prosperity and development of the peoples of the two countries and for building a peaceful and safe world, the world where the people lead an independent and free life and the world of justice. The ministry sincerely wished happiness to Comrade Kim Jong-un and the Korean people. Officials, working people, service personnel of the People's Army, and youth and school children visited the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il in all parts of the country and laid floral baskets on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of national liberation. Seen before the bronze statues of the great leaders on Mount Hill was a floral basket in the name of the respected Comrade Kim Jong-un. Placed there were bouquets as well as floral baskets in the names of the party, government and armed forces organs, public organizations, ministries, national agencies, units of the Korean People's Army and the public security forces, and institutions, industrial establishments and universities at all levels. The visitors paid homage to the great leaders, looking up to their bronze statues. Bouquets as well as floral baskets in the names of units of the Korean People's Army and the public security forces, institutions, enterprises and universities were laid before the bronze statues of the great leaders in different places of the capital city, including Kim Il-sung University and the Mansuri Art Studio. Officials, working personnel of the People's Army and youth and school children in other parts of the country also visited the bronze statues of the great leaders in their localities and paid tribute to them. Manuel Modesto Munguia Martinez, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Nicaragua to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, laid a floral basket before the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on Mount Hill on the 15th, on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of Korea's liberation. Earlier, Santiago Nuseng Mingye Mikemisa, advisor to the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Forestry of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, sent a floral basket to the bronze statues of the great leaders. The members of the Russian sailing ship for teaching practice, Balada, laid a floral basket before the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il in the city of Wonsan and paid tribute to them on the 15th, who made an immortal contribution to the development of friendly Korea and Russia. The men's football match for Hwepul Cup between the Daedonggang team and the Hwepul team took place at Kim Il-sung Stadium on the 15th, on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of national liberation. The match was watched by senior members of the National Sports Guidance Committee, leading officials of the Organization for Supporting Sports Events, meritorious sports people, officials of ministries and national agencies, and Pyongyang citizens. The Daedonggang team beat its rival 4-0. The men's football match and the Hwepul team added joy and pleasure to the people on the significant National Liberation Day. An evening gala of youth and students and a firework display took place at Kim Il-sung Square in the capital city of Pyongyang on the evening of the 15th, amid the emotion and joy of the National Liberation Day overflowing the whole country. The evening gala of youth and students and firework display for celebrating the 81st anniversary of national liberation showed well the revolutionary spirit of the young vanguard to shine forever the exploits performed by the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung for national liberation and vigorously advance at the head of the all-people general onward march with patriotic strength and enthusiasm true to the idea and leadership of the respected fatherly Marshal Kim Jong-un. That day witnessed the dancing parties of youth students in the provincial cities and counties. A dancing party of women's union officials and members took place at the plaza of the Arch of Triumph on the 15th to celebrate the 81st anniversary of national liberation. The participants danced, paying the highest respects to the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung, who successfully accomplished the historic cause of national liberation by waging the bloody anti-Japanese struggle and laid a firm foundation for the victorious advance of the revolutionary cause of success. The entire Korean people significantly celebrates the 81st anniversary of national liberation. An endless stream of people visit the Kingsusan Palace of the Sun, the supreme temple of Juche, where the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are laid in state. Officials, working people, personnel of the People's Army, and youth and school children called at the bronze statues and mosaic murals of the great leaders in different parts of the country, including Mansu Hill, and laid floral baskets, bouquets, and flowers. The Central Committees of the General Federation of Trade Unions of Korea visited the Korean Revolution Museum. The ranks of successors fully to hasten the overall national prosperity in the revolutionary looked round the Revolutionary Martyrs Cemetery on Mount Daesung and the Revolutionary Martyrs Cemetery in Daesan, shining with the eternal images of fighters who indomitably fought the bloody anti-Japanese war, with conviction that they would surely win victory under the leadership of Comrade Kim Il-sung. Officials, working people, and youth and school children in different parts of the country, including North Pyongan and South Hwanghae provinces, made a study tour of revolutionary battle sites. The national flags of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea were fluttering in the streets and villages, and at the factories, farms, and schools in Pyongyang and provinces, and art performances given in different places, adding to the atmosphere. Special services were given by participating in parts of the country. Working people and school children enjoyed themselves at the Wonsan Kalma Coastal Tourist Area, the Central Zoo, the Munsu Water Park, and other cultural resorts. A national scientific presentation in the field of medical appliances was held at the Nampo Medical Appliances Factory under the sponsorship of the Korean Medical Appliances Association of the Central Committee of the General Federation of Science and Technology of Korea. It was attended by officials, teachers, researchers, and technicians of Kim Il-sung University, Kimcheok University of Technology, the Nampo City General Hospital, and the North Hwanghae Provincial General Hospital. Tens of valuable papers were submitted. Certificates were awarded to the participants. During the presentation, the participants were given a lecture under the title Application and Development Trend of Biosensor Technology in the Field of Public Health, and looked round the Nampo Medical Appliances Factory. The crew and trainees of the Russian sailing ship for teaching practice Balada arrived at the Wonsan port on the 15th to pay a friendly visit to the city of Wonsan on the occasion of the 81st anniversary of Korea's liberation. They were greeted by officials of the Gangwon Provincial People's Committee, officials concerned, the Shas Affairs Aid in Dream, and